You could find tape of me saying, the problem is Muslims. Why did I say that? I'm ashamed of saying that.
We bombed 1 million Iraqi civilians.
Destroyed their country. We have bombed their countries on behalf of Israel.
Look, the obvious point, which is we all get carried away. We're all prisoners of the moment we live in. It's happened to me throughout my life. You could find tape of me saying, the problem is Muslims. The problem is Islam. I can't even believe I said something like that. The problem is not a religion. The problem is individuals. The problem is a certain ideology. It's clearly not all Muslims. Is it all Indonesians? Really? But I said that. Why did I say that? I'm ashamed of saying that. And I've apologized. And let me apologize again for saying that. Just is that if I ever said it's all Jews, because I don't like Mark Levin, it's all Jew. That's a disgusting thing to say. But, I've said that about Muslims. So all of us are prisoners of whatever hysteria surrounds us. We're influenced by it. And I think a lot of decent people have been carried away to a point where they're defending what is genocide in Gaza. But it doesn't mean there won't be massive consequences for the country, for their souls, honestly. Right. You can't do that. You need to repent of that. You need to say, I'm sorry I did that. You have to do that, or you imperil yourself eternally, but you also risk destroying your own country. And that's exactly where we are. And we also need to call out true radicalism.
The point here isn't just that Tucker Carlson apologized. The point is that he was part of a wider wave of generalization. And today he's openly admitting that this generalization was wrong. It shows how opinions can change when someone confronts reality directly.
After 9/11, I think about it now, the propaganda to make me afraid of Muslims. I can't even imagine being a Muslim growing up after 9/11 in America, because I know how I felt about them. And I was young, I was 11 years old. But that beating every day in our heads that every Muslim was a terrorist was the idea that you got.
I make jokes about it, but you don't understand. I had to shave my face to go to the airports. My mom would make me shave my face.
Yeah.
At school, I was so young. This is actually funny. I had a mustache in the 4th grade, and my mom made me nair it. Because it was really, really bad. Because whatever the household would say, the kids have no filter. Mm-hmm. So they would just say whatever they wanted to me. But at a young age, I realized that I myself as a Middle Eastern was racist too. I was like, oh, it's not us, it's them. Mm-hmm. And so I would point my finger out of fear and be like, no, they did it. But then I went to Saudi Arabia. And I don't think I've ever been to a country that was more hospitable to me. Mm. The love that I got, the respect that I got, I literally sat back and I hung myself out to dry on a podcast. I go, wow, I was brainwashed. I was so scared. I didn't bring her.
Same. And so first I want to say, just to all Muslims growing up during that time in America, I am sorry on behalf of America.
Yeah, I'm sorry
for the way
too.
that you were treated. That it is so unacceptable. When I go back and I re-examine that propaganda, that brainwashing that took place in the classroom to make me scared of something, I didn't even know what a Muslim was. I remember going to the airport and someone was a Hindu and I was scared of him. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna make him take this off of his head, blah, blah. I thought that was a Muslim. Reason for that, he who controls the textbooks controls the entire country, in my view. It was because everything that we did responding to 9/11 should be assessed as whether or not they were crimes against humanity. We bombed 1 million Iraqi civilians. We killed 1 million Iraqi civilians. What were we doing in Iraq? There's weapons of mass destruction. And then they never found them. But in the process, they killed 1 million Iraqi civilians, right? And it made us think it's okay to just keep bombing Muslims. That was the purpose, to me, of that educational propaganda and brainwashing, is that we feel nothing for Muslims if they die. And that's so wrong. As a Christian, it bothers me. As a Christian, it bothers me that I allowed the school system to inform my perspectives, to not care about human beings.
What's happening here goes deeper than just an apology. Candace Owens is describing a personal experience with the fear that was planted after 9/11 and how that fear turned into generalizing about Muslims. But when she faced reality herself, she realized the image built in her mind was misleading from the start.
It's the whole thing, going on back to 9/11, is that they want us to fear and hate the Muslims.
Exactly.
And then
it's very orchestrated.
And now it seems like they're trying to go back and repeat that playbook, and you're like, that dog's not going to hunt.
It's working a little bit. It's been pushed heavy again.
And it's literally so problematic for the world, because people are like, oh, the Muslim, honestly, dude, Muslim people are better Christians than most Christians in a lot of ways.
There's some shitty Muslims, but as a whole, I've had good experiences with Muslims.
They operate in the spirit of kindness and love and compassion in most cases, okay? You see some scary internet video, some angry person.
Ones, yeah.
But you can see, dude, there's crazier Christian videos that I've seen, than I've seen a Muslim.
Question is well, how did they get here? Why are they here?
Yes.
It's because we fought.
We destroyed their country.
We have bombed their countries on behalf of Israel.